back to the Daily Grind. Thanks for checking out the channel. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back pickle biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
Former UFC middleweight champion Michael Bisping has responded to Lyoto Machida's call-out after beating Eryk in the main event of UFC Belem, and Michael Bisping says the fight with Lyoto Machida ticks all the boxes for his retirement fight. Now, this fight is, in my opinion, has to happen because there's no other fight that makes sense for Michael Bisping, not near as much sense as this fight, unless you talk about a Vitor Belfort or Rashad Evans, which both of those fights already were kind of offered and turned down by the former middleweight champion Michael Bisping. He didn't want to fight Vitor Belfort. If you recall, that fight made a lot of sense. Vitor Belfort also in his retirement fight, but he said he didn't want to give Vitor Belfort the satisfaction of fighting him in his retirement fight. Rashad Evans was also briefly discussed. Michael Bisping shut down those fight rumors, and now Lyoto Machida, another former UFC champion, has called out Michael Bisping, and this is what Michael Bisping had to say. He's had a great career, and it does tick all of the boxes from that standpoint. That's about it. As of right now, I've got to speak to the UFC and find out what's going on for myself. I'm not considering opponents or who they are. I've got to speak to Dana and the UFC and figure out what's going on next in life. He says he's not considering like who his opponent is, but like, I mean, I don't know if that's the case. you know, it's not just like Michael Bisping will fight anybody for his retirement fight, as we saw with Vitor Belfort for sure, and then the rumors of Rashad Evans. But Lyoto Machida makes perfect sense. I want to see the fight. Michael Bisping versus Lyoto Machida, maybe International Fight Week. We know Michael Bisping did want to retire in London, but that card is passing, and Michael Bisping, when he announced he will not be fighting on the March London card. So unless there's another event in England or London or somewhere Michael Bisping would like to retire, Manchester, unless the UFC's plans on going back there later this year, maybe International Fight Week on a huge card, we get Michael Bisping versus Lyoto Machida. I know I'm in for that fight, so with that being said, it is what it is. Let the full-time family know what you think in the comments. I'm out.
Da 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 da! It's the motherfucking DOG.